Mohammad Azad, a victim of Iran's national uprising, has passed away. Born in 1976 in Dubai, 48-year-old Mohammad Azad was married with 2 children, one a young child and the other an infant. On November 15, 2022, in Tehran's Sattar Khan district, he was struck by repressive forces in the head, abdomen, and right eye, resulting in the loss of his eye. Despite enduring severe pain from pellets lodged in his head and body, Mohammad Azad never lost hope for his country's freedom. According to a recent report on the Ekbatan residential complex case, the file has been forwarded to Branch 13 of the Tehran Criminal Court 1 and Branch 15 of the Tehran Revolutionary Court, presided over by Judge Abulqasem Salavati, after being sent back to Branch 4 of the Criminal Affairs Prosecutor's Office in District 27 of Tehran to address classified deficiencies earlier this year. Payam Derafshan, one of the defense lawyers for the accused, had previously highlighted significant issues and fundamental flaws in the case. The defendants, named Milad Armoon, Mohammad Mehdi Hosseini, Mehdi Imani, and Navid Najaran, were arrested during Iran's national uprising and faced charges including Moharebe, waging war against God, through the use of cold weapons, participation in the international murder of a Basij member named Arman Ali Verdi, and disturbing public order and peace. Milad Armoon, the main defendant, has denied the Moharebe charge, stating explicitly that he has never wielded any weapon, cold or otherwise. Defendants accused of Moharebe are often at risk of receiving the death penalty under the Islamic Republic's judicial system. Shakila Monfared, a monarchist political prisoner held in Evin prison, has been sentenced to an additional 7 years and 7 months in prison and 10 lashes for a new case opened against her during her incarceration. According to a lawyer, Mr. Ali Sharifzadeh Ardekani, Ms. Monfared was sentenced to 6 years and 7 months for damaging public property, breaking a glass desk at Prosecutor's Office No. 8, and an additional year in prison and 10 lashes for disturbing public order. Nahid Behrouzi, a Baha'i citizen, has been in an uncertain situation at Kuche prison in Karaj for over a month since her arrest. A close associate of hers stated, Ms. Behrouzi has been in temporary detention for more than 30 days and her case hasn't been processed yet. Although bail has been set for her release, the authorities have blocked it. Her allergic asthma has worsened and she urgently needs specific health care, a special diet, and a specialist doctor. Mahdi Meshkin Nawaz, a monarchist political prisoner, announced in a post on X that he must report to Anzali prison on Monday, August 12th. He wrote, "Remember, for the salvation of Iran and Iranians, for a country that is governed by the people, for ending of the secret graves, for seeking justice and legal redress, for glory, for greatness, for pride, for wisdom and for honor, we shall restore the constitutional monarchy so that the lion and sun shall remain." Mr. Meshkin Nawaz was first arrested in May 2019 on charges of online activity and managing a Telegram channel with anti-regime content. He was subsequently sentenced to 13 years and 2 months in prison, 2 years of compulsory residence in Faraj, Kerman, and was banned from joining political groups. In December last year, in protest against being banned from visiting his young daughter, he attempted self-immolation in prison. On Saturday, September 7th, Mahdi Meshkin Nawaz, a monarchist political prisoner, was reincarcerated in Bandar Anzali prison to continue serving his sentence. Hossein Koshki-Nejad, a monarchist political prisoner held in Evin prison, is suffering from a torn meniscus and requires surgery, according to doctors. Despite submitting multiple written requests for hospital transfer, authorities continue to deny his medical care. Mr. Koshki-Nejad was arrested on April 7th of this year and has since been detained in Ward 8 of Evin prison. On Saturday, September 7th, Ehsan Qadiri, a monarchist political prisoner, was released from Evin prison after serving his one-year sentence. Ehsan Qadiri was arrested at his home on September 14th last year by Islamic Republic security forces. He was later sentenced by Branch 26 of the Tehran Revolutionary Court to 1 year in prison, 2 years of prohibition from online activities, and 2 years of exile on charges of assembly and collusion to commit a crime and propaganda against the regime. On Saturday, September 7th, Golbaran fraud victims held a protest in front of the Desful prosecutor's office, voicing their frustration over the lack of attention from the authorities of the Islamic Republic to their demands. Workers from the third party and support contractors at South Pars Gas Complex in Asaluye held their protest and strike. This included workers from the 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th refineries. Their protest was centered around dissatisfaction with their low wages. The workers expressed their frustration over the inadequate compensation for their labor, which they believe does not reflect the level of work and effort they put into their jobs. This protest highlights the ongoing struggle of workers in the region to secure fair pay and better working conditions. On the 40th day of protest, workers of the Wagon Parts Company entered their 5th week of strikes, demanding attention to their unmet grievances. According to some sources, security forces in the city of Arak arrested several protesters. In response, workers marched in protest against the arrests of their colleagues, leading to confrontations with the authorities. On Sunday, September 1st, nurses in Behbahan staged a strike to protest their working conditions. Their demands included revising nursing tariffs, increasing bonuses and wages, and eliminating mandatory unpaid overtime. The protest highlights ongoing discontent among healthcare professionals who face heavy workloads and inadequate compensation. A group of retired educators in Yazd gathered in protest outside the Retirees Association to voice their dissatisfaction with the ongoing neglect by the Islamic Republic's authorities. The retirees expressed their frustration over the government's failure to address their concerns and provide adequate support, highlighting the systemic disregard for their welfare and rights. This protest is part of a broader pattern of unrest among retired professionals who feel abandoned by the government after years of service. On Sunday, September 1st, retirees and pensioners of the Isfahan Steel Company held a protest demanding a raise in their pensions and expressing frustration over their worsening living conditions.